So I was sitting in my piece and somebody sent me something in TikTok. He asked me to check something on TikTok and it was South African TikTok. Okay, so, usually South African TikTok, when they talk about strangers, it's usually a fight between South Africans and Nigerians, or maybe celebrating a dance move. But this time around, obviously, I saw a video that was very interesting. Some people talking about Jacob Zuma, who is a former president of South Africa. They were basically saying Jacob Zuma went to Burkina Faso to visit Ibrahim Traoré, but Ibrahim Traoré refused to meet him. Now, the video basically was trying to say that Ibrahim Traoré doesn't see Jacob Zuma as a father, as a brother, or as an African. So basically with a xenophobic tint to it. Obviously, some of these people are xenophobic, you have no idea. Yeah, a lot of South Africans are xenophobic, big time. Before you get to that, you need to watch this.
Some clarity.
But I'm still trying to figure it out. What is Zuma doing as well in Burkina Faso?
What is Zuma doing in Burkina Faso?
Business interest. There's a lot of gold there. Uranium next door in Niger. No way Gucci is going to start in Niger. Very hostile environment in Niger. Then best place to start would be in Burkina Faso.
So for her, Zuma went to Burkina Faso for gold, not for brotherhood, not for nothing. But on top, they say what? Ibrahim Traoré refused to meet Jacob Zuma. Now, there's a lot of videos like this. Get this in the right context. Some people want to fuel hatred among Africans. It's like your father, Zuma is like many people's father, okay? In African context, somebody that's 60, 70 years old, who's prominent in a society, you respect him like a father. He's a representative of many of us, whether you like him directly or not. If he goes to another country and they say he went to another country and people didn't take him to the level that he deserves, people didn't respect him, you feel offended. Are you with me? It's like your mother or your father or your uncle goes to the neighborhood looking for bread and people could have helped him, so you can find bread at that shop, and they just ignore him or they speak to him in a way that is inappropriate. You feel offended, right? That was the goal of these videos, saying Ibrahim Traoré refused to meet Jacob Zuma. Why? Because these people are xenophobic. Yeah. Are all South Africans xenophobic? Absolutely not. Just a bunch of stupid people that are xenophobic. Most of them are internet. Those are the create the groups of beating people up, putting tires around people and stuff like that. There are plenty of beautiful, amazing South Africans out there. Lots of good people. Are all South Africans xenophobic? Absolutely not. You find very good South Africans that I've been across. I mean, like, hey, Palisa, Tobel, le guy, what's up? Scan boring, eh? Lewe na kitlukulekila kuloi, okay? Hulukile. So in a way, is to say to you, in every nation you go, you're going to find good people and bad people. But the majority of people in South Africa, especially Batubali Mpopo, don't get into that. Most of the people are good people. You're going to have a good time. You'll enjoy. You'll have a lot of fun. Anyway, now let's get back on track. President Jacob Zuma went to Burkina Faso, to have a trip. Number one, in a mission that he was in. Number two, to meet the president. Number three, to have some very interesting discussion. And in the same talking, 700 Afro-diasporian, Afro-descended people coming from the United States of America, from the Caribbean, all went to Burkina Faso at the same time. It was beautiful. Look at him at the airport. Look at President Zuma dancing. Look at that. Look at the move. Like I said earlier, you must stop trying to break Africans into parts. Like, Uncle Zuma went to Burkina Faso, the president refused to meet him. Please, those people, we need to put them in jail because they are the people separating us. We are supposed to be brothers and maybe in-laws, my brother. I'm telling you, don't listen to those people. They create trends that are absolutely toxic, creating separation. We don't want them. And you'll find those people everywhere you go in the world. In some places, you see more of them. It's ignorance and stupidity, but don't let them block us from moving forward. Now, what did Mr. Zuma discuss? According to some people, they say he went there for his personal business. He wants to buy gold, and wherever this money opportunity is present, well, that is none of our business. Number one, why wouldn't Traoré disrespect Zuma? Because Traoré is an African. And in Africa, you do not respect elders. Whether you like Zuma or not as a personal level, as a human being or as a leader of a country, you can't disrespect elders. When an elder comes to your house and knock at the door, you get out and open, yes, Papa, or yes, Baba, or yes, Tata. Yes, that's Africa for you. You must show respect. Whether you agree with his way of being or don't agree with him, you must show respect. This is Zuma meeting Ibrahim Traoré and Traoré greeting him. And some people made even comments. People made videos saying, why isn't Traoré shaking Zuma's hand? Well, Traoré doesn't shake people's hand. He does the fist bump with everybody. Now, people will use any little small thing to create separation among Africans. Look, they don't treat us well. Look, they don't respect us. Look, they don't like us. Look, they are xenophobic like us. No, don't listen to those people, brother. Look for your people among any nation, you will find them. Okay? Now, listen to what Papa Zuma had to say.
It's a coup d'etat. It's not a coup d'etat. This country decided to free itself.
Okay, stop there. It's not a coup d'etat. The country decided to free itself. So you see the lady on the right side of Zuma, the one who's smiling, that's his daughter. She's pretty, yeah? Well, anyway, let's continue. Let's continue.
Decided to free itself 100% from the colonizers. The rulers of us here, our colleagues, can't see it. They think it's a coup d'etat which was developed by the oppressors to change the kind of caliber of leaders who were there at that time, to remove them. They can't see the difference.
Now, you can clearly see the respect Traoré has for Jacob Zuma. I mean, nobody's perfect, whether Zuma made mistakes or not. He's a human being. Does he deserve respect? Absolutely, especially within African setup. Ubuntu. What's Ubuntu? Ubuntu, what is Ubuntu? It's embedded into everybody's soul in Africa. It's the sense of sharing, caring, respect, which is very important in every African culture. Well, except one or two, but yeah, most cases it's respect. We respect elders. We give them the highest position, the highest level of everything. Whether Zuma went there for business or not, that's none of our business. Whether he went there for gold or any other thing that people are saying of interest, that is none of our business. What is interesting here is that people are seeing other Africans. Africans are now seeing other Africans. That's what we want. Break the barrier that the colonizers created. They separated us, creating these little small countries right here. You see, all this never existed in the past. It's never existed, and you hate that. These people that are criticizing Zuma, most of them, look, Zuma may not be good in terms of internal politics, but his move shouldn't be criticized because he went to see Traoré. Initially, they said, oh, he was ignored by Traoré, trying to diminish, the Africanness. Whether that's the case or not, just remember, we are one people. Thank you very much, fellas. It was a great pleasure. We always bring you news about Africa and everything internal. What project will come out of this? Right now, we don't know yet, but what we know is we acknowledge Zuma. Look how people of Burkina Faso danced for Zuma. Look again. That is all that matters. We see you. We respect you. We salute you. That's what it is. God bless.